I was listening to Eminem, I was in 5th.
Okay.
And I heard Eminem first. So ranging from Eminem to listening to Atif Aslam and then coming to Jal the Band and then Linkin Park, then Honey Singh and then all the Punjabi music and then all the Bollywood music coming here. Everywhere I was just seeing people writing, people singing, people having different compositions and different emotions. And I just absorbed all of that.
What is your relationship with virality? What do you think of virality once you've sort of achieved it? What is the upside and what is the flip side?
I don't know. Everybody should love it in my opinion because you don't love it till you don't have it.
Yeah.
You'll love it when you'll have it. You'll be like, wow. And then you're not having it again, you'll not love it. But it's not supposed to be like that.
What is your favorite part of Maharani that you feel is underrated? Welcome to the socials of 94.3 Radio 1. With me, I have Karun, who's of course the face of modern Indian music, and he's released his wonderful new album, a 14-track album called Chehre. Bro, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
And I absolutely loved it. I was bopping to it today morning. You've got some great, like, diverse, collabs. The whole soundscape is something to marvel at. Let's start with how did this album come to be? Like, what was the first track that you thought?
We can go back to, we'll be going back to 2021 when I made my first album after that. It's called Granth. So I made Granth and I was having these thoughts, which Chehre is about. All that back voice in my head, thoda stronger, it became stronger. And then I was like, I need to do something about this. I need to let this out. I need to write about this. But then some things happened in my personal life and I steered away from that. And then I made Kabul Hai.
Yeah.
So Chehre was there in my head from 2021. There is a channel called Teesri Duniya, which we were a part of a collective.
You, Nanku and...
Yeah, Raghav.
Raghav, of
So
course.
yeah, so we three were a part of it and there is a YouTube channel and on that there is a video of Chehre intro and that's posted in 2021. And from that there is a 30-second voice note which is in my latest EP Saugat, which is called Pehla Chehra. So I try to link these things from my catalog because since I started releasing music, tab se and from here till date, everything that has happened with me, 90-95% of the music is what I've lived.
Yeah.
So I've lived it and I've written it and then it's just come out in form of melodies, quotes, I would say, some lyrics, something like that. So Chehre started in 2021 and then when I made Kabul Hai, Maharani got a bit famous.
Of course, bit is an understatement.
No,
66 million streams on Spotify.
It's amazing, I love
that.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's amazing. So that happened and I kind of felt a responsibility on my shoulders because see, we artists, we make music for ourselves and then for the audience.
Correct.
And at the end of the day, we think it's for the audience. So we try to do better every day. I think most of the artists are like that only because art, pehle to it's just very selective and subjective. So you don't know what somebody will like or want to hear. So from that, I just thought ki this process of from one album to another album, then the third album was very like, what do you say? Very taxing for me.
Tedious for you.
I just had this thought that this responsibility of just too many eyes on me, too many people just like wanting something like Maharani or something which is a bit more famous like Mrignani came.
Yeah.
People loved that track also. So I was a bit confused, perplexed. I don't know. I don't have any specific word for it, but I was a bit confused.
Mix of emotions.
Yeah. And I don't know. That responsibility na thoda gave me a bit of there was a bit of pressure on me.
Yeah, you were bogged down by it.
Yeah, you need to do this, you need to put this out and it's been in your head. And music is okay, but I have to be okay in order to make music.
Yeah.
It's a very emotionally taxing business, I would say. You need to have your emotional fuel always ready.
Yeah.
So that emotional fuel, I talked about it in my album also, Jazbati Indhan Ki Kami. It took me around 1.5 years to get back on my shoes, on my feet, and I was like, let's do this. So
yeah. And what time was this? This was 2023?
This was happening when we were working with Honey Bhaiya, we were working with Honey Singh. So I was learning a lot and I was not making much, but I was learning more. I was observing every day and 2022 mid or end probably I realized I need to do this. In 2023, chala pura 2023 went and then I was just writing some of the songs. Stressed Out is one of the songs which I wrote for like a year and a half.
Okay.
That verse started at some day and then it ended at some day in some year. Like a different year that verse ended. So it took me around 1.5 years to go through the process and come here. And it was supposed to be releasing, Chehre was supposed to be releasing in 2024 mid. But the album was made according to me at that time. So I was like, no, I cannot do this. This is not happening because this is my third project. I need to make sure that I am happy, I am satisfied. So it took me a lot of time.
Yeah.
So 2021, the idea came into my head. It was bothering me. Still is kind of. I don't know. I'll reach there. There, it's like a circle. So I've not had the दूसरा पहलू of it, the दूसरा चेहरा of it. So there will be a side B probably someday.
Correct.
But it took me around 3 years to probably
sort of let it out.
like have it as a product and it's in front of you.
Correct.
So it took me around 3 years. So 2021 I started, and 2024 I was able to do it, and 2025 I'm here.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. One of the most interesting parts, Karun, of this very album is that it's stacked with collabs. You have a lot of features.
Always.
Lambo Drive is a frequent collaborator on this album.
Yes.
I think for about 70% of the album,
Yeah,
if I'm
it's
not
like
being mistaken.
8 or 9 songs. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's there,
absolutely. You've collaborated with the likes of Four, the Shams. You've collaborated with Abhijay, and I'm forgetting the name of the lady who sang the first 2-3 tracks. She was
Vipsa.
Absolutely, she's
amazing.
so good. She's so good. Vipsa Arora, right?
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I would like to ask you, when you have a vision of your own and you're sort of trying to channelize your emotions by the means of your music, how do you decide that this is the collaborator that I want to have on this track because they suit the soundscape of my vision? How do you go about that?
So I always loved the LP idea. Like
Yeah.
a big long
project.
project.
Yeah.
So it kept brewing when I was listening to Eminem. I was in 5th.
Okay.
And I heard Eminem first. So ranging from Eminem to listening to Atif Aslam, and then coming to Jal the Band, and then Linkin Park, then Honey Singh, and then all the Punjabi music, and then all the Bollywood music coming here. Everywhere I was just seeing people writing, people singing, people having different compositions and different emotions. And I just absorbed all of that with the bhajans also that were there. So I absorbed everything, and then when I was able to do it, like make music, make albums, make songs, I was like, I need to do this.
Yeah.
So when I was making Granth, this idea came at that point, 2020. I had a lot of friends with me who came from SoundCloud. YouTube was just giving us that platform for a lot of years. SoundCloud was there, and then came Spotify and all of those distributions,
Correct.
Apple Music,
Of
and all of that. So we got to a point that I wanted to work with a lot of people I know. And I love these voices, I love these people. Always has been like this, and I've learnt from day one to now, right now where I am. The collaboration wala thing is, I go to a person and I'm like, this is a song I have, this is the idea I have. Idea is not for one song, it's for the album.
Correct.
That's why it's in one synergy, I would say. We go in one synergy. So I go to the person and I'm like, this is
what I bring to the table.
Yeah.
What can you sort of add to it? Yeah.
And it's like, I'm going through this. This is happening in my life. I hope you can relate a bit.
Yeah.
I want your 50, my 50. I want your colors. I want everything you have. Make sure this is your track. It's my album, but it is your track.
Correct.
That's it. And then I'm blessed enough to have people with me who can think of that song like it's my song. They own it. And then I don't have a problem ki somebody is owning the song more than me. It's my album. I don't have a problem.
You have no insecurities at all.
No, I don't care about that because the music is good. If the song is good, it doesn't matter where the first idea is coming from or what it is a part of. It is just a nice song and it's a part of good music going on in the country or in the world right now. So that's what I focus right now. I don't focus on, I want my name, this needs to be like this, Karun is making so brilliant songs, so many people. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
That's why every album is with plus 10 plus people always.
Correct.
Every time I've made an album. So this time also. And also there is one part of the album which I always like. One person has their first song on the album.
Yeah.
So Bakse in my first album was with a friend Babita. And second one was Jana with Sharon Jassal. And the third one there is a track called Asate with Ananya Bhatt.
Okay.
So all of these people, it's their first track.
Right.
So I wanted them to, have a place.
Yeah. You like to platform new artists.
I love to do that
Yeah.
because, when you hear some voices, like I heard Pahar's voice, that guy and probably, I don't know.
He sounds a bit like Shankar Ehsaan Lloyd.
He
like Shankar
sounds
Mahadev.
like so many people,
Yeah, he sounds a bit like Shankar Mahadev.
he gives me so much of nostalgia. And we was just supposed to work on Stressed Out. There's one track, 13th track of the album. And I was like, I had another instrumental for Zubaan. It was not supposed to be in the album. So I just sent him the instrumental and I'm like, do you like this?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. So I just thought ki his voice can be good. See, I don't know how I do this. I just hear something and I'm like, this person can go this on this. This can be better on this one. Yash Raj, I was sitting with him one day. We were someplace in Raipur, probably we played a show. And I was there with him and he told me, Karun, I think you are one of the best A&Rs that can be there. It's just that you don't work like that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
but I thank you for that compliment. Once Revo Lekhak, he goes by the name Gildial now.
Of course.
He told me, bhai, you make XXL of India. When you make, it's like an XXL coming, lot of people coming, new talent coming, lot of people.
Right.
So I just love to do that, and it's just in my head, and I am blessed enough to have people, and they also allow me, and we make good music together. I don't know how it comes. It's just God, probably.
Absolutely.
I don't know what goes good on what. It's just an instinct, and I'm just going on it.
Absolutely. You know,
It's
you
been
just
3 albums. So
we
yeah.
just spoke about collaborations. You know, you have a great perspective towards collaborations. Sometimes collaborations is also about one-upping the other person. Sometimes collaborations is about riding off the success of other people. In terms of
Yeah.
how mainstream music is
Yeah,
functioning,
yeah,
you
yeah.
have a very evolved perspective. You've been a part of a music group before, Teesri Dunya,
yeah.
and then you worked with one of the biggest artists of our country. Yo
Me
Yo Honey
and
Singh.
Nanku, we are just blessed that we got the opportunity. So yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would like to ask you, what is it that you learned from each of these stints of yours, and how has it sort of evolved your perspective? Like you said that you started the journey of this very album when you were working with Honey Singh,
Yeah.
and now you look at everything in retrospect. What is it that you've learned, and how has it shaped you as an artist?
I've learned to be very patient. I've learned to be very patient, give things time, and I have learned this from my mother also, that you should always listen to people. Don't speak much, listen more.
Yeah.
So when I was going through all of these years, last 2-3 years, that's also one thing I noticed more. I started hearing more, I started speaking less, and it made me a better musician in my opinion. I learned a lot. I've learned a lot in songwriting. I didn't know how to, like, you know, I couldn't tell this is this genre.
Yeah.
I knew what's the pattern, how's the beat going to be, what's going to happen, but I didn't know how to name it.
Yeah.
I learned that. I learned a lot of small things which have been helping me in making music. My way of writing a song from start to end has changed. Arrangement patterns have changed. I have started thinking about the, what do you say, वो एक होता है ना experimentation वाला. Experimentation भी I have in my head.
Yeah.
But also there's one thing that this is something which people want to be repeated. So
Yeah.
let's repeat
Correct.
this,
So-
these 4 lines. So, you know, both of the best of both worlds.
Correct.
And that middle path line, I am blessed ki I got that.
Yeah.
And it's just that I've learned a lot and I found a middle way, my way. I was finding my sound and I think I am there now.
Yeah.
So these years have helped me a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, I would actually like to ask you this because it's something that I ask a lot of people. What's the quickest track you've written?
So, ekdam se what comes to my head is, once me and Nanku were sitting, it was 2019, I think so, very old, and there was a thing on Instagram, a 24-hour wala thing, ki you need to finish the song, everything in 24 hours.
Yeah.
So there is a track with Nanku, MHMM. So we made this song back then. It was on SoundCloud and everywhere, and then we released it with Saregama. I think last year we did that. So that track, I think we probably made it in less than a day. And there is another track, Batti, which I think we made in an hour. I think so. And Fitur I made in 30-40 minutes. Saath Nahi with Mohit I made in like an hour. Zubaan we made in an hour. Hook was there, but then it just took us an hour to do that.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of songs which go like 30 minutes an hour, and some songs like Maharani was like one day.
Yeah.
I was sitting. Some days later I went to Kiran Bala.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah.
Then I went I think a month or 2 later I went to Revo, Gildial, there in Dehradun. It took us 3-4 days to do that. Then I
Yeah.
came back. Then some days. So kuch din aisa ho jata hai. So I think quickest, I think 31 hour to chahiye. You need an hour to write
You
a song.
need an hour to sort of.
And if you
the whole thing
think
together.
of like a verse, maximum verses are written in 5 to 10 minutes. If
Yeah.
you are in the zone, you'll just spit those 16, 22 lines, 8 lines. They'll
Yeah.
just come to you. And
Correct.
I think it's with maximum of the people who write.
Yeah.
And sort of like, I don't know, rap, I would not say it's just for rap. It's for writing songs also, for songwriting and for all these compositions. If you have a hook and if you know what you want to write. I've seen people write it in 5 to 10 minutes also. So
Yeah.
I think it's just that. But an hour, 30,
Yeah.
30 minutes. an hour.
Interestingly, you said that because Hanuman Kind was on the show right after
Yeah.
Big Dogs, and he said that he wrote Big Dogs in 15 minutes. So,
See, I tell you.
probably
Then
the
you're
biggest track of last year in the whole world, maybe one of the
So-
biggest tracks. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't
yeah.
have anything
I think
to say.
when it flows, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it just comes to you, and you're like,
Yeah.
टक 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 हो गया.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, you just mentioned the whole story of how you put together Maharani with all your wonderful collaborators. What is it about? What's your favorite part of the track that people usually don't bop to? Because what Reel does is it sort of popularizes 15 to 30 seconds of a track that everyone's using in their Get Ready With Me vlogs, in their cooking vlogs and all of that, and doing dance trends on it. What is your favorite part of Maharani that you feel is underrated?
So now, when we were making the track, na, there is a part after Arpit's verse ends. There were supposed to be 8 more lines in Arpit's verse.
Yeah.
रहता हूँ बेकसा. उसके बाद और 8 लाइनें थी. ना 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 ना. So I was like, I think इतना अच्छा लग रहा है. Arpit, let's just remove these lines. He was like, okay भैया, that's amazing. So we removed those and वहाँ पे टटना टना टंग टना टना टंग वो चलता है. So I was with Faizan. Faizan has made Kamikaze with Nanku.
Yeah.
So I was with Faizan and we were sitting रात को and we were like opened FL and then I was like, Faizan, we have an idea. For this small part, this 30 second, can you play a guitar solo for me? He was like, why not? So we opened FL, started doing it. He was like, tan, 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 tan. And he went on for 10 minutes. So 10 minutes ka solo chal raha hai and I'm just sitting, beat chal rahi hai, empty instrumental going on, solo going on, and I'm like, wow, wow. Then I sent it to Udbhav, Nanku like did his
pieced it together.
Oh, I don't know what he did. He's a magician in arrangement. He's one of the best arrangers in this country I know. So he did something with chopping the guitars and everything, and then he let it play till the end of the track. It was just supposed to be for those 30 seconds. I told Nanku specifically, place it here. That's it. Uske baad Revo will come in, Gildial will come in. Then I think hook aayega, fir I'll come in, ऐसे. And he did that. So from that part, those 30 seconds are literally my favorite. Maharani Jesi. That's my favorite part in the whole song. I love that because of the musicality of it. I just wanted it to be there. Ki let it flow. Sometimes you just need to respect music also. You just cannot always blabber on it. In my opinion. So there should be some breathing space also. Correct. So I think that breathing space, that hook before the hook comes in and then those 30 seconds, I think that's my favorite part. And Faizan's guitar, that's my favorite for the whole song. Like he did some crazy work.
Yeah. You know, one of the most interesting parts about this is, and the whole powerful, like, I mean, on the flip side, a lot of people accuse Instagram Reels of sort of playing one song about 1 billion times until you just get bored of it. But you had a very interesting trajectory with your song where you released it in 2021 and 3 years later is when it blew up and amassed all the streams that it did. What is your relationship with virality? What do you think of virality once you've sort of achieved it? What is the upside and what is the flip side?
I don't know. Everybody should love it in my opinion, because you don't love it till you don't have it.
Yeah.
You'll love it when you'll have it. You'll be like, wow. And then you're not having it again, you'll not love it. But it's not supposed to be like that, mere hisab se. I think we are in a generation, we are in a time where this is happening and we cannot escape it.
Correct.
So we'll have to like live with it, because the mass is not going to open Spotify. The mass is not going to open YouTube specifically and go to search your song. So that is one of the best ways you can reach masses if you want to reach masses. If you want a niche audience, that's a different point. But if you genuinely want to reach people, I want to reach people, I want to change Indian music, I want to help people. That cannot be happening with 1,000, 2,000 people.
Correct.
You know?
Correct.
So I would want to do that. So I'm very pro for that. And even if I don't have a viral reel in the next 2 months or the last 2 months, that's okay. In the next 2 months probably, ups and downs. This is what the whole music business is about. So I think I am very happy with it. And even if I didn't have a viral song, I would be saying that I wish I can have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I would want 200 more Maharanis in my catalog.
Correct.
That's what I look forward to, rather than just saying ki nahi. No, it should be positive.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think it's a very nice thing that's happening to us. Pros and cons, but pros are more than the cons.
Than the cons, absolutely. You know, I would like to ask you, because something that's really interesting is that when you have a viral song and you have a great catalog of music, a great body of work, a great discography, it sort of even brings a spotlight on those tracks. What's that one track of yours that really got appreciated after Maharani blew up?
I think Mrigneni is that one track. Nazra, Mrigneni, Hiriye, even Mujhko Mila with Diwari. I think these tracks got a lot of attention, and I saw that happening, and then we came out with a track called Classmate, me and Nanku. So that also got a lot of attention. The video got a lot of attention. So I think that's what I'm saying now, ki there was a pressure on my shoulders, because if you don't release music for more than a year, your listeners are going to go down. They did not.
Yeah.
So, and then after 2 years, I think, 2.5 years, Maharani thing happened, and then it was going this. And after that also, it was dropping a bit because it was for one track.
Yeah.
So I had to put out something. And Mrignani came after that for a time. It took a while to go up, and then it just was there everywhere. I could see girls, guys making reels on their eyes and everything. So Maharani was probably that one track in my head which genuinely got the attention after that, and I think more will get. That's why I was supposed to release the album at that point, the last year probably. Ki this is the perfect time to do it, but I was just not ready. So I didn't want to do it because I had the eyes.
Correct.
I think Mrignani is that one song which got a lot of eyes.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. I think you have a really great perspective about everything that you're saying, because I think that's very sorted. People usually fumble putting out a big, following up a big song with probably another release, but you were thinking that you're not that ready, and you were talking about patience. You were talking about how you...
Important.
Absolutely. I would like to ask you, your soundscape is very interesting. There are a lot of sub-genres blend in.
Yeah.
What kind of genres do you want to sort of dabble into? And if I were to ask a layman, what is the genre of a Karun track, what would you want them to answer?
Something you can sing along to, some lyrics you can relate to, something which has a deeper meaning rather than me talking about myself. And I don't know, probably I'm trying to be their voice also.
Yeah.
And a pop track, something which they can probably bop to. They don't have to go in their sad corner and listen to it. So I'm going there. I have different emotions in different songs, so different things are happening. But yeah, like for Zuban, I would say you can bang your head while listening to Zuban, but in Stressed Out, you need to be sitting there and just listening what's happening. So I think I would probably want to be referred as someone who makes songs which are deep, a bit pop, a bit poetic, and I think just probably a bit of hip hop, because I tend to rap a bit. Some of my things I do tend to rap, but I don't know what hip hop is, I have not really studied hip hop. I've just heard Eminem. I'll be very honest. I don't know. So I don't try to get into something I don't know. What I've heard, I just blend them.
Yeah.
And we all independent musicians have that privilege that we can do that. So it's just that, I think.
Absolutely. Very interesting time for one being an independent artist. This track, this whole album is of course independent. Please go and check it out. I think the whole fact of it being democratized, the gatekeepers are there, but you can sort of carve your own path, where you can think of a song, make the song, release it on an audio streaming platform. You can go out and sell tickets to your own shows. This brings me to my next question. Do you like being a studio artist, or are you more of a performing artist?
So, as much as I love shows, as much as I love standing in front of the audience, it just gives me anxiety at times. Even if I'm like in front of the audience and not in the beat, it just gives me a different kind of anxiety. It's nice. It's a nice feeling.
Yeah.
I love it. I love to be on the stage every time. But I prefer there is also another line in Anjane ki Mr. shouting in his room, but studio mein wo chup ho jata hai. That is a different wo, because studio mein I cannot write that much in my room. But if I think of my room as my studio where I work, I would prefer that.
Yeah.
But I would want to be a performing artist. I would wish to be a performing artist. Right now, I'll refer to myself as somebody who loves to be in the studio, make songs like that. But I would love to be a performing artist, and I love to go there, because I think fighting your fears is very important, and
Absolutely.
I have been trying to do that for a very long time. I used to do theatre in college. I used to do Nukkad Natak in college. So from Nukkad to going on the stage and performing in front of people, it's a very different feeling, very similar but very different also.
Yeah.
So I would love to be a performing artist, but right now I'm just very comfortable and I'm trying to just break free from that. So yeah.
Absolutely, bro. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I think you have so much of authenticity in your personality that's reflecting in your answers, and I think that's very evident in your music as well. This is something I genuinely feel. My last question for you is that what is the kind of impact that you want to create with your music moving forward?
Yesterday, I was in my listening session here in Mumbai, and there were a bunch of people, and I told them that I don't want to make songs which you listen to right now for 6 months, and then you're like, Acha, oh, that song, but you don't play it again.
Yeah.
I want my songs to be there with you for like a very long time, but I would want your children to listen to it. I would want their children to listen to it.
Correct.
I want to make that generational kind of music. That's what I want to make. And I hope so. There must be one person right now in the world who has probably played my song to their children.
Yeah.
Because I think, it's been 5-6 years, I think somebody must have had a child.
Yeah.
So I think they must have like
Correct.
played my song. So yeah,
Right.
I want to make music like that, which like is here. Even if I'm gone, it just stays here.
Absolutely.
Probably some of my songs, because I try to make a lot of songs. I've like not made a lot of songs in the past 2-3 years. Pehle it used to be like 20 songs a year. Right now it's very less.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just hope some of the songs stay with people.
Absolutely.
That's what I hope.
And maybe blow up 3 years later again.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Because they are so good. Well, thank you so much for that, bro.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for opening up. And please go and check out this wonderful album.
Please.
Chehre, out on all audio streaming platforms. And please catch Karun on stage in an amphitheater near you.
Yeah, please.
94.3 Radio 1.